Ever get that feeling, like you got someone totally figured out, and then bam, they pull a 180 on you?
Yeah.
That's Samantha Bee for me right now. Totally. So we're diving into this article from the Daily Beast,
Okay.
all about her new stage show.
Okay.
And get this, the title, How to Survive Menopause.
Menopause. Wow.
Yeah, right. Samantha Bee, the queen of, political zingers and all that, talk about hot flashes. It's a wild one. Okay, but seriously, the more I dug into this article, the more it got me thinking.
Yeah, I can see that.
So it's about, her own journey through menopause, right?
Mm-hmm.
And there's this one part that honestly kind of floored me.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, one of the first symptoms she noticed was this, intense anger. Not just, everyday frustration, but full-on throwing things in private kind of anger.
Huh.
And this is Samantha Bee we're talking about, right?
Okay.
Sharp wit, always in control. It's not the image that comes to mind.
And that's what's so interesting, right? Because her experience, even if it seems surprising, it really speaks to this side of menopause that often gets overlooked. It's not just physical, it's emotional too, big time.
Okay, yeah, I get that, but throwing things, that's a lot.
It can be intense. See those hormonal shifts during menopause? They don't mess around. Mood swings, irritability, even anger, it's not unheard of.
Was there, did the article say if she was prone to that before menopause?
Not that I recall.
Because it really sounds like this came out of left field for her. There's even a quote where she's like, I thought I really need psychiatric care. This is very out of character.
Exactly, and that reaction right there, that's what gets me. Imagine going through such a huge change, feeling like your own emotions are betraying you, and then on top of that, there's the silence surrounding the whole thing. It's like, where do you even turn?
That's got to be isolating.
Totally. We don't talk about menopause enough, you know? And that lack of open conversation, it leaves women feeling alone, confused, even ashamed sometimes. And it shouldn't be that way.
Which is what makes Bee's whole approach to this so refreshing, right?
Oh.
I mean, she could have easily just, kept it under wraps.
Oh, absolutely.
But instead, she's using her platform to shine a light on it, even the messy parts.
And that's where her comedy background really shines through, I think. She's so great at, finding the humor in the unexpected, you know?
Yeah.
And with this, it's like she's saying, hey, this whole menopause thing, it's not so scary. Let's laugh about it together.
It's like she's giving us permission to not take it so seriously.
Exactly. Which, let's face it, with menopause, a little humor goes a long way.
Totally.
Yeah.
But it's more than just jokes, right? The article talked about how she sees this show as a way to, build a community.
Oh, absolutely. It's about shared experience.
Yeah, she's up there sharing her story, and it's making space for other women to do the same, right?
Yeah.
No more suffering and silence.
Exactly. It's like, hey, we're all in this together. And that's so important because that's how you break down the stigma, you know?
Right, because when it's all hush-hush and, hidden away, no wonder people feel ashamed.
It's like this unspoken rule, don't talk about it. But then everyone's going through it alone thinking they're the only one. And that's just not right.
And it's not just about feeling seen. It's about getting the information out there, too.
100%. Knowledge is power.
Right. Totally. Imagine going through all these changes and not even knowing it's menopause because, no one talks about it.
Exactly. But when you understand what's happening, when you have the information and the resources, you can approach it with so much more confidence.
It's like instead of dreading it or feeling blindsided, it's more like, okay, this is happening. It might be a wild ride, but I got this.
Right. You're not alone. And hey, if anyone can make hot flashes funny, it's Samantha Bee.
Oh, for sure. She's got that, no-holds-barred style that just makes you feel like you could be real about it,
It's about reclaiming the narrative, turning menopause from this taboo topic into something we can talk about openly, honestly, and yes, even laugh about. Together.
It's kind of cool, actually. This whole thing that used to be, kind of a downer topic, she's tuning it into something, I don't know, empowering, maybe.
It's about time, right? We're talking about something completely natural, a normal part of life, and for way too long it's been, shrouded in secrecy.
Makes you think, though, how many women out there are dealing with this alone, thinking it's just them?
Oh, I bet it's more common than we realize. It's like a silent epidemic almost. But the more we drag it out into the open, the less power it has.
For sure. And someone like Samantha Bee tackling it so directly, so publicly, it's huge, right?
It's huge. It's like a turning point almost. If she can be up there cracking jokes about hot flashes, maybe it gives everyone else permission to just be real about it too.
Totally. So, bringing it back around,
Right.
what does this all mean for, you listening right now? Even if menopause isn't on your radar personally, you probably know someone who's going through it, right?
It's everywhere once
Ah.
you start to notice it.
Right. Your mom, your sister, your friend, whoever. So how do we change the conversation? No more awkward silence, right?
Yeah.
How do we actually offer support?
That's the big takeaway, isn't it? This wasn't just about like the ins and outs of menopause. It's about empathy. It's about these experiences that are tough, no doubt, but they're normal. They deserve to be met with compassion, not judgment.
Totally. And hey, maybe even a little humor, right? Just like Samantha Bee showing us.